Welcome to a casted Age of Empires 4 game featuring Gl.TheViper versus FB.Kasva. You know these players, and this should be absolutely an epic game. Viper's playing as the Rus against Kasva's the Abbasid Dynasty, and this should be an absolute killer game. The Viper is ranked #1 in Age of Empires 2. If you're not familiar with this player, really good. Versus Kasva, also a high-level Age of Empires 2 player. And they are playing on, what map? Was this Boulder Bay, did I see? Yes, this is Boulder Bay. And now the Viper is playing as the Rus, with Kasva playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. Viper going for the hunting cabin out on the wood line. This will be gathering some gold, since it will generate, and then he can start eating these deer. And you see him, meanwhile, killing this deer, getting the bounty from that. Very nice. So let's move on over and see what Kasva is up to. Kasva, the Abbasid Dynasty. You know, for this map, I know that they have cheaper boats for the Abbasid Dynasty. So he could have picked this purposely because he's planning on a water strategy. And you know, especially we see him opening up with the lumber camp. I think he's gonna be going for water right away. Now I apologize, I said they have cheaper boats. They have cheaper dock. If you look here, 75 wood to put down that dock. It is half the price of other civilizations. So I expect once he gets 75 wood, he's probably gonna come down here and drop a dock. Let's see if Viper has any plans on taking water for his own. He does have 3 villagers on wood right now, so it could be possible, but he also could be possibly, well, I was going to say make a mining camp, but he doesn't need to, because these are going to be generating his gold from killing animals. Now, let's see. Are there any hunts out here? There's a hunt up there. There's a boar there. Yeah, so plenty of hunts for him to kill. Now, this map's interesting. You got this bay in the middle, and then you have at the top a sacred site, and then on an island a sacred site. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, let's remove the reveal here, and here we go. So Kasva has started. Look at this. He's got his dock. Man, that almost looks like it's not even in the water. It's so far inland, but looks like those boats are going to be spawning into the mud. Oh, that villager got louder as we zoomed in there. And now the villagers can gather from the shoreline fish, but it looks like he's not going to do that because they actually can drop the fish off at the dock. Maybe that was just a misclick. It looks like it might have been. Okay, so we see those fishing boats in queue. So Kasva going for the water brim, going to be a strong economic play versus Viper. And is Viper going for any fishing boats his own? It doesn't look like right now. Now, he doesn't have the gold he needs to age up right now, and he's sitting on just about 400 food. He needs to kill all these sheep. He needs to start killing some animals, and there we go. You see that bounty starting to come in. It must have just cashed in from one of these hunting cabins. And there we go. Age up is starting, and he's going to be throwing his landmark. It looks like right here, possibly. There we go. Landmark right now. What's he doing? The Kremlin, a defensive landmark. Now, the Kremlin also makes lumber camps and town centers within the influence of a wooden fortress return 20% more wood. So he can get more wood from this if there's a lumber camp. Now, there's no lumber camps here, but this town center, if they bring in wood. So I'm not sure if he's really going to be taking advantage of that, but it is a defensive landmark, so it's going to guard his front line. Now, you know, I almost would maybe suspected him to put it up against the water line, maybe to get some defense going on the water. It appears the Viper is maybe just ignoring the water at the moment. Let's go see what Kasva's was up to. Now, he is not aging up quite yet because obviously he is... has spent some early investment on the water. Now, this investment will pay off over time, I think. Now, already starting to wall. Kasva has started to build a wall segment, but has changed his mind since, I guess. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe he was doing some scouting, and then maybe just he saw that this was a Kremlin, a defensive landmark going down, and maybe thought, okay, I don't need to build that wall yet. But I think it's hard to really break that down too much. Okay, so getting some food from those boats. Continuing, does he have any more boats in queue? He has stopped. He doesn't currently have the wood he would need to do that. And there he goes. He's been focusing on age up. He just hit that 400 food, 200 gold. He needs to age up and will be throwing down his landmark. I'm sorry, a landmark. We use the House of Wisdom because the Abbasid Dynasty uses the House of Wisdom to age up. And he is aging up with the economic wing, which will unlock the ability to research fresh foodstuffs to get 50% cheaper villagers in the next age. So a strong eco age up. Honestly, I think that's almost always the best age up option. Okay, so he is going to go out to the fishing boat, probably just to scout and see if Viper is on the water. Now, Viper is just now throwing down a dock. So going to get in that water. Now, I think there's a kind of a few schools of thought on water play. You can try to contest early with your arrow ships, or you can push to the third age quickly and get the super, super powerful ships that are available in the third age and just roll the cheaper ships that maybe your enemy has invested in the second age. But we'll have to see what Viper does here. I don't really expect him to be making fishing boats just because it's so late. I feel like he maybe would have tried that earlier. Perhaps he will. But I think he is going to be training attack boats here. He may also be planning on doing a transport ship and just getting across the water quickly. Okay, so he is in the second age. The early knights are going out to raid. He did put down a stable. And it looks like he's got that waypoint in his enemy's base. So he's going to be trying to do some raiding. He's got some intel here. He knows a house is out here. And maybe he'll just siege that down. Honestly, easy house to take out under a little pressure. Now, let's see if Kasva has started making spears. You know, you've got to kind of assume here that some kind of raid might be coming in. They're not just going to let you sit back and boom. Does he know that he's on the water yet, though? He does not know for sure he's in water. So the thing of it's going to be is, can the Viper, can he punish this enough? Because he's got 2 docks up right now. His economy is just booming. He's starting to gather gold. So that indicates he's going for a town center, 400 wood and 300 stone. Did I say gold? Stone. Now he's in the next stage. Let's see what techs he's researched. Does not have wheelbarrow yet. Has not queued up any techs there. Okay, now here those knights. But those knights can withstand that tower for quite some time. And those villagers actually couldn't even garrison inside there. He could have went for those villagers. So it's kind of interesting to turn around. So throwing down what kind of seems like a panic barracks here. I don't know if he was anticipating early pressure from Viper, or maybe he just didn't think it'd be this early. And there we go. Viper's going out with his attack ships and taking out some of these fishing boats. And actually, you know, just like that, he has pushed Kasva off the water. Well, I say that. We do have a nice defensive dock here with these fishing boats and plenty of fish nearby. So he's got them a little bit contained, but Kasva's going to be okay. If we look at the eco count, 30 economic population versus Viper is sitting on 27. Now, of course, there is the hunting cabin or 2 that he has out. What is this? That is an attack ship. That's an attack ship. Okay, just make sure. And he is going to work on that house, kind of as I expected he might. So just an easy thing to pick off, and it'll help pop capture enemy. Now we've got a Dow versus an attack ship, but it does look like he has the first upgrade for that. Did he research that already? Or was that at the dock? I'm not sure. Maybe that was a dock upgrade. I don't see a blacksmith down. Or maybe that's just the stats of those boats. You know, I haven't done enough the water play yet to know the ins and outs of the stats there. But regardless, we've got 3 armor versus range. This thing has 4 armor versus range. Okay, tower taking shots. Man, I can't believe he came in and fought under that tower. That was absolutely devastating. Okay, so Viper loses several boats, having to push back. We get the Dows being healed up by the nearby dock. The house did go down, but he's just going to throw it up some more behind it. You see, he actually is currently popped. So doing a good job denying the enemy's economy. Look at that. You've got one fishing boat and 1 villager waiting to come out, and they cannot yet. So Viper getting a little bit of value there. Let's see what the score, see what it says yet. Okay, so Kasva ahead in the score, obviously because of his economic decisions he's made so far, but pretty close games still. Okay, so healing up back at home. He's not going to be able to push in that tower with this boat. He's going to need some age 3 or age 4 ships, or some land army, or some siege weapons to engage this tower. He has upgraded this outpost. Is this upgraded? No, I thought he might have, but he could upgrade if he had 100 stone, which he's not going to have right now. It looks like it could be a stone tower, right? Compared to like the towers of some of the other civs. Okay, so sieging down another house. You know, that's just another free 50 wood. Now there are some spears, so perhaps he's going to try to deter these early knights. Meanwhile, we've got those are the Dow, the archer ships. Yep, he's got 3 archer ships ready to defend right now. Let's see what Viper has. So he's starting to get a comparable water army. Is Viper training? He is training more attack ships here, so he's going to continue to push. But honestly, right now, I mean, other than stopping a further expansion, he's not going to really be able to, I think, hurt that eco underneath that tower at the moment. So is he going to get the value of those rather expensive ships here early on? I mean, if we look here at the dock, these ships cost 120 wood and 60 gold. I guess it's not too expensive, but you know, could he be sitting at putting down some more hunting cabins to generate gold? Be working towards a second town center, maybe even get fishing boats of his own. Maybe now that he's got some control of the water, he might try to fish. He could do that, but I don't see anything in queue. I wish we could kind of see the global queue here, but we have to kind of click on the buildings a lot of times. Okay, so not a lot of action right now. I say that as some Dows come in to scout here. Now Viper, I think it's just going to age up. Look at this. I mentioned one school of thought is just get to age 3 and use those stronger ships, and that is what he is going to do right now. Meanwhile, we've got this Dow. Take some shots. These will not be able to siege down that barracks, or that dock rather. So kind of just racing all over here. How's the speed compare on this thing? 1.72 speed for the attack ship versus the Dow has 1.88 speed. So the Dow is faster. I'm assuming a little weaker. I think he's got some... It's interesting to me. I don't know if it just starts with more ranged armor. Maybe that's just how it is. I didn't know if that was an upgrade or not. There we go. Targeting to take some shots on attack ships. But if you see these attack ships are just doing a great job. Now he does pull back that Dow. And you know, I say that, but these Dows have done a good job. It's kind of hard. You look at the ships and you think, you know, is it cosmetic? Are they different ships? These look way bigger. But you know, these Dows are kicking ass right now. Meanwhile, just a scout coming in to get some intel. He will probably scout that age up is coming. If we see that, yeah, Kasva does see. Oh, he didn't. Maybe he saw that one there, but I don't think he did actually. We may not know it's coming. Now he can make some ships here, but we got a nice mass of Dows. He's gonna be able to compare here. Okay, so now he's in the 3rd age. Will he get the upgrades for his boats? Let's see what he does. So using the healing of the nearby dock, but that is going to go down. And you know, he could go for an incendiary ship since he's so close and get it up on there. The 3rd age, let's see what's going on up here. We got some RG ranges rather forward, and I think he's going to start pressing the offensive a little bit. What's going on down here? What was that, a scout? I don't know what that was. Okay, let's go see what Kasva is up to. Okay, Kasva just booming away here. He's using his boats. He did actually make more fishing boats, or he made a few at least, but didn't overdo it because, you know, he could have lost water, didn't want to overinvest. But looking at eco-wise, 47 villagers currently for Kasva. Now he has the stone if he wanted to get a second town center, but he has not done it yet. Maybe he's going to go for a castle in the next stage as he's aging up right now. Versus Viper, sitting on 43 economic units. What's going on here? Okay, so he is getting some upgrades. That first upgrade is getting the Navigator Lookout, increases the sight range of military ships by +2 and their weapon range by +1. And, you know, I said earlier, it's hard for a Dow to take out a dock, but he's got enough of them, and he's been sitting here shooting so long and has been completely uncontested. He is going to eventually work that dock down, pending that something doesn't come and heal it up. Now, Viper has been working on out of the stable, or sorry, the archery range. I said stable because they are horses. The Roos can train the horse archer, and they are very, very strong units, effective against a lot of infantry and cavalry and villagers. It says they're weak versus range units, but they don't do terrible, actually. They do pretty good. So he's going to come in here with the raid. I have seen players play Roos with an entirely knight plus cav archer or horse archer composition. So we'll have to kind of see how Viper does it. Okay, he's going in for a raid, so let's follow and see if he's able to get a successful raid off. Look at this beautiful cinematic view galloping through. It gets a little louder as you zoom in. But you know what? Cav archers aren't going to be good against walls. Picking off a villager, though. So very nice. Is that wall complete, though? I think it might be complete. So Viper is kind of walled out at the moment. Doc going down, back at home. Anything big going up? He does have his blacksmith just starting to get this text. A second town center going down. Let's see what Kasva's got going on. Man, I hope you guys pop some popcorn and have some refreshments because I think this is going to be a long one. Okay, so Kasva right now, does he have a second town center? Does not have a second town center. He's putting up 2 towers out there right now on the stone. Stone/food here. But he's playing rather defensively, and I think this is probably, well, you know, both these civs are really strong. You know, there's been some debate amongst players, you know, what are the best civilizations right now? And a lot of players agree that they think that the Rus might be the best, or at least one of the best civilizations. And the Abbasid Dynasty is right there behind it, if not equal with it. So these are 2 really strong civs. But for me, I don't like to play very late game against the Rus because the Rus get the Strela unit, which is really good. Kills just about everything except for the manga now. Look at this. We got some Dals low on HP here against these upgraded ships. And they also can get cheaper siege units if they build to the appropriate landmark. So late game Rus is a little scary. Man, look at that. So many Dals. Holy cow. And these are faster, so he should be able to outrun the attack ships. But it's just a matter maybe of when does he actually start firing. I'm not even sure if he's microing these units at the moment, though. Yeah, I don't know. Taking a lot of fire at the moment. Trying to get some shots there, but losing several ships. Viper's doing a good job of getting some of his upgrades in, and is doing pretty well in this fight, I think, at the moment. It's sometimes hard to tell. You really have to look at the individual ships. Pulling them back to heal, as you can see, players pulling those back as they get low on health. We got some boats on fire. And the fishing boats actually will help heal too, if he wants to. Okay, so going back to the safety. Is he building that dock, or did it get canceled? I'm not sure. Real quick, I'm going to take a peek and see if Viper's got anything in store for us back at home. He's got his second town center up. Look at his macro right now. Is he going to go for the 4th age? I really kind of feel like he's going to, unless he's about to spam out some units somewhere. And there's no indication of that. I think Viper is headed toward the 4th age, but could Kasva be doing the exact same thing? Kasva's got plenty of food. He would just need gold, and he could go up to the 4th age as well. But meanwhile, we've just got these skirmishes back and forth on the water. Now, I know I'm going to say it wrong, but he's got a Bagla attack ship here, which has a ballista, which is going to do a little bit more damage there. Now, kiting back, you see those ships are shooting while they move. And actually, right now, his Dals are slowed down because of these boats he has in the back. Now, the Dals are going to be able to do a tank a little bit of damage while these ballistas start making shots. And they are strong against aeroships. So they are exactly what you want to counter the aeroships. Man, I would love to see a demolition. Oh, wait. I was about to say I would love to see a demolition ship right now. Was that a demolition ship? Oh, there it is. There we go. Explosive down. Look at that. 1, 2 ships go down. Look at the huge explosion. So devastating hits there. But is it going to be enough? We got boats healing here and fighting right on their dock. Very interesting gameplay. You see the colors really flickering. Great graphical options here on the media preview. Hopefully this gets fixed in the near future. We got flashing colors, arrows flying everywhere. So many arrows falling in the sea. They're going to have to go back and reload. That ship's got to be low on arrows. And just kidding. I know. People are new. You don't actually have to refill your ships with arrows. Don't want anyone to be like, FitzBro told me I need to go back to the dock and reload my ship. It's out of arrows. Maybe I should have just let you think so. Okay, so I feel like Viper's losing this fight, especially with these attack ships starting to take some hits on these docks. Now, he might be losing this. Oh, was that a demolition ship? I think it was. Look at that. This ship's really low on health, and he was able to take one more. The Viper hanging in here. And he's got 2 docks healing, so that's going to be helping the situation. And just you know, these water battles are kind of hard to judge at the moment, because just when you think he's going to lose it, look at this. Viper has held. All of Kasva's ships are super low on health. He needs to get out of there. He's going to lose these. Now, these demolition ships, will they get a shot off? Let's see. He is trying. He's trying. Oh, and he's going to explode there in the ocean before getting any damage. He got a little bit of damage there, but not a whole lot. Now, let's see if Viper is getting ready for a push on land. He is in the 4th age, so I think this could be a good time for him if he wanted to push. But right now, honestly, not a lot of military buildings down. It kind of seems like he's just committing to the water gameplay right now. And you know, can you blame him on a map that is maybe 50%? I mean, this has to be maybe like 60 or 70% water, right? There's a ton of water in this map. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell portions here. Maybe it's even land water. I think it's more water. Who knows? Good thing I'm not a surveyor. Okay, what's going on over here? So we got a town center. He was trying to throw a town center down. Oh my gosh, but these archers are going to get absolutely wiped out. Viper getting free archers, and this is the power of these horse archers, guys. Look at that. Wow, he's denied that, and now he is trying to drop a castle. So Viper is going to be pushing the offensive. He's held the sea off, pushing Kasva back. What's Kasva got to show for it? Is he aging up? He is currently aging up himself, but it's going to take a little bit of time. And one thing about the Abbasid dynasty is you can't throw extra villagers on your age up one or in a panic situation to get up to the 4th age. It takes all the time it's going to take to research there at the House of Wisdom. Okay, so man, just absolutely chaos here on the sea. But I feel like Viper's in control of the situation at the moment. He certainly has the lion's share of the map. Kasva is really just in this corner. And oh, what is this? Oh, I thought those were demolition ships. Are they? They're acting like they are. They went into ramming speed. They faked out. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the demolition ship. I know they're a little bit, you know, different character model. Now that's definitely an explosive ship. Here we go. Here we go. Is it gonna hit anything though? He's walking right by him. Oh, maybe just not microing. Okay, so meanwhile, Viper's getting ready to make his land invasion. Wow, so, you know, for the most part, Viper ignored water during the 1st age, while Kasva opened up with 2 docks there at the beginning. But you can see Viper is having no problem with the water now. He's using his tech advantages to just be... Oh, man, that's a big hit. He took a lot of damage from that explosive ship. That was good value. He's got another one here, but probably... Oh, he's going to get a hit. There he is. Boom. Takes out a ship. But, man, I don't know. Okay, this castle is certainly going to help Kasva's situation. He's got 7 villagers on this. Man, I'd be almost nervous if I'm getting in here in time, but I think that castle will get up. Meanwhile, what's he preparing for this land invasion? Not much of anything. So I am starting to worry about Kasva. Backed into a corner with the Viper breathing down your neck is not a situation I would want to be in. Now, he is in the 4th age. Now, right now, Viper could technically take the sacred site, and there's one more right down here, and it would start a countdown to win the game. So he never actually has to break through Kasva's defenses. He could sit back, and if he can essentially hold this and hold the water, he could win this. But I do think Viper's going to try to push a land invasion here soon. What do we have here? Some more archer ranges, and he's going to be churning what I told you. Probably the most OP unit in the game, the Streltsy. It is a gunpowder unit unique to the Rus, and it is an absolute monster. We'll look at the stats there. 150 health. Right now, he's got 2 armor versus range, 1.12 tile speed, and that cannon damage, look, 48. So just a really, really strong unit, and it really kicks ass. You'll see once it gets into play there. So he might be just massing those up with some siege units, and he can probably get call it a day. Now, if I was Kasva, I would be expecting this. Once the Rus are in age 4, that's what they're going to be going for. Look at that demolition ship getting a little bit of value there. Is he making an attempt to take back the water? Nothing else in queue. I think he's just trying to keep Viper out at bay. but isn't going to be currently making any strides on the water. And my question is, if you're in Kasva's shoes here, how do you get back into the situation? Okay, you got some knights trying to ride out here, but they're going to be very sorry when they run into. Let's see, are there more Strelets out here? Let's see. So he's got some cav archers. You don't want to back those up right now, but he is going to be staying there at the moment. Maybe just missed what was going on. Maybe missed the notification. But nevertheless, there's a castle there. He's got his units behind there that will do just fine against lancers. Here we go. Let's watch this. Boom! Taking shots at his knights. Knights go down. 2 knights are down. And now Kasva sees what's in store for him. Look at Viper's army. Holy cow. He's got all these demolition ships. Can he hit the castle? Can he hit the castle? Oh my gosh! Oh! Holy cow! You know, I didn't realize the demolition ship would actually hit the castle. That is absolutely incredible. What a huge play from Viper. Oh my gosh. If you just watched this on YouTube, make sure you let me know in the comments what you thought about that demolition ship. And man, I mean, Kasva see that happen. He's got to be sad. I would be feeling pretty comfortable with a castle there on the shore. I think I've got at least a little bit more time. But that demolition ship made absolutely quick work out of Kasva's base. So, you know, we know what's going to happen here. It's the inevitable defeat of Kasva approaching. He's lost his castles. He's lost his docks. He's down to the last corner of the map that he hasn't really left. Viper's army is just getting stronger and stronger. Training units. So he's having any siege here. He has not. He's got a barrack, so maybe gonna be throwing down some spears there. But just doing some slow damage there to that stable. And I don't think castle really has much to hold it. There we go. We got a castle going down in the back, trying to defend. But look at this. If you look at the mini map, 1, 2, 3, 4 fronts he's being attacked at the moment. So poor Kasva. F's in chat for the castle, or the keep rather. Now he did upgrade these outposts, but that's just not gonna be enough at this point. And just to save you guys a little bit of time, I'm gonna speed on through the rest of this because we know that the Viper is about to bring the bombards. Here we go, bombards. Now let's hold on. You guys see these things shoot. They don't mess around. Is this real time? Here we go. Watch the damage of these bombards. See what he's targeting. Maybe he's not targeting anything right now. These bombards. I was a trebuchet guy myself until I realized the power of the bombards. Holy cow. Now, let's see. Does he have the... there is actually a tech. Where's his landmark? I don't know what he went up to age 4 with. There's a landmark, the 4th landmark that makes the siege units cheaper. I think it's... Where is it? Is it this? Oh, he didn't. So he didn't go for it. He went for the defensive landmark. I don't think he needed. There is a landmark that makes siege units cheaper, which is really nice late game. I guess, you know, res isn't exactly an issue. Okay, so let's speed this back up. I thought Viper was going to push in here. There we go. Taking some shots with the bombards, and you see those buildings just absolutely melting. Bombards like almost like one-shotting or two-shotting some of these buildings, and that is probably going to be game there for Kasva. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know below in the comments. I will be leaving a link to Viper's channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this casted game. I have plenty more casted games on the YouTube channel, so check them out, in addition to several strategy guides to get you started with Age of Empires 4. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.